Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Hello, fabulous superstar Gemini. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of March 2022. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. It is going to be, as we begin the month, that we do so moving towards a new moon that takes place on the 2nd of the month. Now, this new moon is truly special. It is setting the stage for what some astrologers like to call the luckiest day of the year, which happens just 3 days later. Now, the luckiest day of the year, that is the sun meeting Jupiter in the sky. And so on the 2nd, we have the new moon mighty close in the sky to that Jupiter, bringing emotion to that sense of possibility for you now. This new moon is also going to be speaking in harmony with Uranus, adding a measure of quick moving events and luck as well. And it is taking place at the very top of your sky, having to do with career and life purpose, having to do with your understanding of a higher, more loving vision for your life. Now, for some Geminis out there, this energy is going to suggest practical opportunity, brand new beginnings, a real sense of acceleration on the road towards manifesting something you can feel really good about. And so it could be a promotion, it could be an interview or audition situation that goes exceptionally well. It could be a brand new career path even for some Geminis out there that could find you now. But also possible with this is alignment with that higher, more loving vision for your life, is a sense of connection to purpose, which may end up being even more valuable. Where it is that you are finding clarity, you will also find opportunity for you now. New bosses or people in positions of authority can be tremendously helpful to you at this time as you feel yourself much more clear as to what is worth achieving. For other Geminis out there, this is going to be a redefinition of your definition of success itself. And however it is that you come to understand what meaningful achievement looks like for you, well, chances are it's going to come hand in hand with real opportunity as well, accelerating your pathway onward and upward. Make no mistake, this is one of the more fortunate energies you are going to see where it comes to career for a while. And so maximize this time, whether it is that you're asking for that raise, whether it is that you're reaching out in order to get those interviews or auditions, or whether it is that you are taking steps to share more of what it is that feels like your purpose, feels like you're called to share. These are all actions that you can take, but some of the best moves onward and upward, well, they will take you by surprise and delight. Now, as we navigate further, we are going to have this month's full moon take place on the 18th of the month. Now, this full moon is taking place conversely at the very foundation of your chart, whereas that new moon is the most visible part of your sky. That full moon is the most private part of your sky. Now, here's the thing with that full moon. On the one hand, it is speaking in supreme harmony with Pluto. So that represents a power move. That represents transformation and change that you can feel good about. But what's also happening with that full moon is that it is standing across the sky from Neptune. And that brings with it a moment of uncertainty before you get to that moment of empowerment. And that may be part of the journey that you need to take. This energy will speak to matters of home. So everything from buying, selling, moving, or attracting a new roommate is covered here. Aesthetic changes to the home front as well are covered here. And this also has to do with your understanding of the past or your connection to your family of origin, your understanding of where you come from, or your connection to your ancestors even. All of that is covered here. So that Neptunian energy, I see that energy of one that encourages forgiveness. It's like one situation or hope or possibility seems to be washing away. Now, there are ways in which you may welcome that energy. For example, if you have been actively trying to buy or sell or move, well, look, we've got very positive developments happening with that full moon, but at the same time, there may be nostalgia. There may be a sense of needing to leave behind one circumstance or one type of living situation in favor of another. So that can be one way this energy is realized in your life. But another way is uncertainty. And I do want to be straightforward with you on that. And where it is that you may not be clear right away, again, you will find ways to empower yourself. You'll find ways to move towards healthy changes, changes that feel like they lead you in a direction that is stronger, that helps you to understand yourself better and transform your circumstances in ways that I think you will absolutely love. Now, where it comes to matters of love, well, look, we've got very big things happening in the first week of the month, really. Lots of activity taking place there. So on the one hand, we're bringing the larger Venus retrograde season to a close under the light of the new moon. Venus will leave shadow, very quickly move on to connect with Pluto, while Mars connects with Pluto as well. So there's this conglomerate of energy happening on the 3rd of March. And that is going to bring a lot of learning of the Venus retrograde season full circle. But very quickly after, on the 6th of the month, that is when we are going to have a divine meeting of Venus and Mars. Now, I've been speaking about this because last month they met as well in the middle of last month. However, that was part of that larger Venus retrograde season. Now they're going to meet in a brand new part of the sky, fellow air sign Aquarius. And on the one hand, that means that you'll be able to tap into the energy that much more easier because it's happening in your element. But what this is a change. It's a shift. It's a moment of truth that invites you to consider how it is that love is in alignment with your higher philosophies and beliefs. Where is it that your journey in love has taken you in a different direction that isn't necessarily in alignment? And what is it that ultimately is going to help you to feel like there is congruency between your values and what's happening in the context of love? So where there's a disconnect, that's going to be part of the moment of truth. But developments are going to be taking place here that in some way is going to expand your horizons and get you honest with yourself about where you are in love and why, and the opportunities available to you. So for those of you open to meeting someone new, I feel almost like this meeting of Venus and Mars will be a bit of a reset for you in the best possible sense. This will help you to connect, if not reconnect, to a more optimistic sense of what's possible. You've gone through this journey with this Venus retrograde season where love and the exploration of the taboo and the intense were all intimately tied. And it's like in an instant, you come out of it. In an instant, you remember something about yourself. You remember something about what a more ideal love looks like for you. And you make a choice. You make a decision based on this realization. That in turn puts you in alignment with brand new experiences and a real spirit of adventure in the context of love. For those of you just starting to date somebody, well, again, look, there's been a bit of a journey, quite the journey, I would say, since the last months of last year. So it's been an extended period of time that Venus was moving through this very transformative and taboo part of your sky. Now, on the 6th, as Venus and Mars emerge from this part of the sky and connect at the very beginning of fellow air sign Aquarius, it's like in an instant, you see this person differently. You see the dynamic differently as well. Now, for some, what you see, it's going to solidify the bond. It's going to bring a sense of joy and elation and help you to feel like you truly can conquer the world with this person. But for others, there's going to be an awareness of how much you might have disconnected from your values as a result of being focused on or being connected to this particular person. And if that's the case, that just isn't going to work for you anymore. The meeting of Venus and Mars will get you honest and have you going in brand new, much more optimistic directions. And for those of you in an established bond, well, I do think the overwhelming majority of Geminis out there are going to find that as they navigate through the first days of this month, they come to a depth of understanding as to the love-related journey that you've shared with your partner. and coming to a new level of vulnerability and intimacy as well. Now it feels like some joy returns, a spirit of adventure and optimism returns, and the two of you start looking forward in the best possible sense. But there is going to be a small percentage of Geminis out there, if you know you're not in the right relationship for you, well, all of that is going to feel very clear as a result of very intense emotions and realizations in the first days of the month. By the time Venus and Mars meet, that is your moment of truth. That is your moment of honesty, encouraging you to go in a much more optimistic and empowered direction, which it seems you're ready to embrace. What I love about this month for you, well, there's a lot here. It is a powerful and meaningful astrological moment. Now for you, I am going to say the meeting of Venus and Mars in fellow air sign Aquarius. And the reason I say that, look, of course, we do have wonderful career energy for you, right? Life purpose energy. I think you'll love that. But I do feel like where it comes to Venus, as I spoke of in the Venus retrograde special horoscope, wow, you've been on a journey. You've really gone very deep within yourself. You've had to look at some difficult truths about yourself in the process. But now you're ready to emerge. You're ready to put that behind you and put the more intense part of love behind you. Now it's like you're ready to embrace something that feels adventurous and optimistic. And it's love in the romantic sense, yes, but it's also love for you that feels like you're ready to embrace the love of the world. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with choose your membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com, where you get expanded, exclusive video scopes. Now, higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. I look forward to meeting you there. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.